Hey guys, what's going on? Thanks for watching another video of what it's like to live here in the Rapid City, Black Hills area. I'm Christian Morrison. I'm a local real estate agent here. Today I'm going to go over renting versus owning in the Rapid City, Black Hills area. It's going to be a good one, guys. Stay tuned. Alright guys, I'm excited for this topic. So I've got this question, a lot of emails, so I want to address it here. People that are looking at moving here and they're like, should I buy, should I rent, what should I do, what's best financially and all that stuff. So I'm going to address everything here. I'm going to go over three main topics. The first one is the monthly cost. The second one is going to be the upfront cost of getting into both. And then the last one is going to be the future cost of both. Okay? So to start off here, you can do your own research, I'm sure, right? But if you look at the monthly cost of buying everything, of renting a house in the Rapid City area, it'll tell you for an average 2-bed, 1-bath, your rent's going to be around $835 a month. So just so you know, that is BS. I don't know where you're going to find that in the area for that cheap. It's going to be anywhere you want to live. So realistically, just to pull the numbers, because I have seen all the rentals, I know where you want to be, where you don't want to be. 2-bed, 1-bath is what we're going to pull numbers on. And that is going to be $1,000 a month on average, okay, plus utilities. So $1,000 a month, and I put in there because on average, if you want a garage or extra storage, it's about $100 a month for that, from what I've seen and what I can tell. So add on $100 a month, so you get $1,100 a month for a 2-bed, 1-bath rental in the area with a little extra garage or storage. Okay. Now, take that straight up cost of $1,100 a month. I'm going to give you the numbers. This is going to vary depending on price point, taxes, all that kind of stuff, but the numbers off of my personal house, just so you kind of know the cost of owning a house versus renting it, okay? So my personal house I bought a year ago for about $160,000, right in that range, all right? And my monthly for my mortgage, for my insurance and my taxes, which is all combined payment, is $1,042 a month, all right? So $1,042 a month gets me a 2-bed, 1-bath house, what I have. I have a full basement, but it's unfinished. And then a 2-car garage. I have a pretty big lot. It's about a 1/4 acre, ton of parking, close to downtown. Now, what are you going to get in that rental property? You're going to get, not rental property, sorry, apartment. What are you going to get out of that? You're going to get about 900 square feet on average. My house has about 1,300 square feet, which is pretty big for a 2-bed, 1-bath. You're not going to get a yard. I got a yard. You're going to get that garage, that storage space is going to be probably pretty small. Mine's an oversized 2-car garage, which is pretty big. A bunch of extra parking. You're not going to have much extra parking at a apartment, and just so on and so forth. I can do whatever I want with the property. You can't do whatever you want with the property and the rental. However, if you are looking at coming to be here, if you're like, some people have reached out and said, hey, I'm just going to be there for 6 months. I'm just going to be there for 12 months. If you're kind of in between that, like 6 to 12 months, it might be a better idea just to rent, honestly, just because you're going to have a lot of hassle getting into the house. You're going to probably have to pay a little bit to sell the house, and I'll explain more of that in a minute. So if you're just looking at that time frame, just to be here for a little bit, it might be best to rent. Now, okay, so now we've talked about the monthly cost. Next, let's talk about the upfront cost, because I always get people that say, yeah, the monthly cost may be fine, but I'm going to spend so much. I'm going to spend $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 for a down payment in the house. Well, that's BS. Don't listen to whoever told you that. So for my house, okay, getting into it, I'm going to kind of compare that to what it average it takes to get into a rental property here. Now, I've rented apartments in Rapid City before, so I know these numbers. The average is first and last month's rent to get in. So if you're looking at $1,100 a month, you're looking at $2,200 plus, let's call it a pet deposit. My last one was $500 because I got a little dog. So you're looking at $2,700 up front to get into your house, right? So to get into your apartment. So you got $2,700. Now you're thinking, yeah, Christian, but what are you going to have to pay to get into your actual house? Great question. So for my house, $160,000 cost me about $3,042. I don't know why I said 42. $3,026, right in that range. I think it was 26. It's close to that, whatever. Right over $3,000 to get into my house. So you're talking a $300 difference from buying a house versus renting one for the upfront cost. Not as dramatic as you thought, is it? Now, of course, that's going to vary. I'm not a lender, so I can't tell you exactly for your personal situation what it's going to be to get into a house. But for me, that's what it was with the Freddie Mac Home Possible program. Okay? So, and it's obviously going to vary per price point too. But I just want to give you an idea of what it costs to get into that versus a rental. So it cost me just over $3,000. Now, let's talk about this. The future cost, all right? Future cost. You know what, also, right before I get into that, I want to say this. That $3,000 I put down, you could have less than that. You could have nothing, depending on your situation. There's a lot of scenarios where people bring nothing to closing. They just get to go into it. So, and if you have questions on that, if I'm confusing you, if you're like, what does that even mean? You can call me, you can text me, you can email me. All my info's in here. A lot of people email me from YouTube. Happy to answer any questions you have or hop on a call or anything like that, okay? Now, the future cost. If you're renting a property, renting an apartment for, let's just call it a year, okay? I know I said at the beginning, if you're renting for a year, you probably should just, or if you're looking to move here for a year, you should probably just rent. But I'm going to show you an example of what you could be wasting, even if it is just a year, what you could be giving up. A year of rent, what are you getting out of that financially? Nothing. You're getting a place to live, which is not nothing. It's not a financial gain, but it's a place to live, a place to feel safe, a place to have as your home, right? Roof over your head. So you're not getting nothing. You're getting that. Now a house, getting the same thing. Get a roof over your head, place to stay, place to make your own, place to tweak. You can update it, that kind of thing. And then you're also getting the future money out of that house. You're getting what you paid down on the property. You're getting the equity, and you're also getting the appreciation that's going on the property naturally. So I'll give you an example of my house. I bought my house as a little bit of an investment, okay? It needed quite a bit of cosmetic stuff done. All the floors, paint, countertops, kitchen needs to be updated a little bit. And I've done all that stuff myself, put a fence in the backyard. So I haven't spent that much money doing all that myself, okay? So I've done it all myself. And just in 1 year, guys, just in 1 year, my property value has increased to about $20,000, okay? And that's including with the updates I've done. So that, with what I've paid off on the house so far, I have about $20,000 in equity after the fees, because there is fees associated with selling your house, okay? Title company, real estate agents, that kind of stuff. So there is fees associated with that. With all those fees included in my calculations, I have about $20,000 in equity in the house, okay? So that $20,000 is something, and keep in mind, I've only owned it for a year, so I'd have to pay taxes on that. When I sell it, I don't know what exactly they would be. They fluctuate, so you have to ask an accountant, obviously. But I would have to pay a little bit of taxes on that. But still, from 1 year, $20,000 is what I gained from owning my house. Nothing else other than owning it and doing a little bit of cosmetic work to it, okay? So, and is that going to be the scenario for every house? No. Some are going to be, after a year, you may just break even. Some after a year, you may have to pay a little bit to sell it. Like I was saying, depends on the house, depends on the appreciation. And some you may make 40 or 50 grand in a year. Honestly, I've seen it happen a lot. So it kind of depends, but I say this just so you know what it could cost in the future, and what you could be giving up by not owning, okay? Obviously, I'm a real estate agent. I want you guys to buy a house, right? But I don't want you to buy a house if it's a dumb move for you. I want you to buy a house if it's a smart move and not go waste your money on something else, like a rental property, okay? Now, that's pretty much all I wanted to go over for you guys on renting versus owning. I do want to kind of throw in one last little caveat here. I got like 3 or 4 or 5 emails in the last week from people all around the country that are looking at moving here and ask me specifically about this, about renting. Can I help them? I know you're just, guys, I'm really just residential sales. People looking at buying houses. I love helping with that. That's what I'm here for. Here to help you and you guys move here for that. If you are looking at moving here and want to buy something or you have questions about that, call me, text me, email me, write me an old-fashioned letter if you're feeling really nostalgic. I'm happy to answer any of those. So, but with that being said, if you do want to have rental, if you do want to come here and you want me to help you with the rental side of things, I'm willing to do that. I'm going to develop some kind of program for that, guys, to make it easier for you and worth your time and everything. But I got to make it worth mine as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some sort of flat fee. Probably by the time this video comes out, I'll have that figured out. And if you just want to email me and ask me about that, I can let you know what that's going to be. But there will be some kind of flat fee, but I will help with it for sure, okay? So I just want to throw that last little caveat in there, guys. Again, if you're looking at moving here, guys, I've been working with people from all around the country, some even outside of the U.S., and I love it, guys. I love that you guys are coming here. I love helping you guys when you come here. I love hopping on video calls with you and walking you through everything, getting a game plan together. Even if you're, 6 months to a year out from coming here, love working with you guys. So thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next episode.